I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all-the-time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Detective Comics number 964. Has Spoiler gone on over to the dark side? Can Batman save her? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so in a bit of a reversal of fortunes from the previous issue, the Basil Karlo Clayface story was playing second fiddle to the Anarky Stephanie Brown plot. Here it's the other way around. As we join the comic, Basil is in Arkham Asylum visiting Mudface, the woman who, back before she was exposed to the same chemicals that made him Clayface, was his personal assistant. Oh yeah, she was also a member of the Victim Syndicate and was trying to kill the Bat family just a couple arcs back, but Basil feels really terrible about everything he put this poor woman through, and as such, he's pretty much been the only one who's visited her. In a truly heartbreaking bit of writing, Mudface tells Basil that if the only reason he keeps coming here is because he's looking for some sort of redemption or some manner of forgiveness, then he ain't gonna get it here. He's still every bit the monster inside that he used to be outside. Ow, that's harsh. This is also the last thing Clayface needs to hear right now, because he's supposed to undergo a procedure with Dr. October to try and map his brain function once he doesn't have his special bracelet that lets him keep his human form for more than a couple hours. Now, everyone had feared that Clayface might freak out again and go back to his villainous ways once his brain chemistry changes, and indeed, all the trauma he's been through recently just kickstarts the transformation that much quicker. We get a Clayface who is bigger, meaner, and more monstrous than we've ever seen him before. And because Batman is currently off right now dealing with Anarky and Stephanie Brown, it means it's up to orphan Cassandra Cain to rein her buddy Clayface in. It's a tough uphill battle, but after much Shadow of the Colossusing, Cassandra is able to get Basil's wrist gauntlet back on so he can regain his human form. Of course, this turn of events doesn't make Basil feel any better. In fact, it makes him feel 100 times worse, like everything Mudface told him is true, and that no matter how much he changes and improves, he'll still be a monster deep down inside. Luckily for him, though, Orphan is dealing with much the same trouble in her own personal life and lets the actor man know that she's one friend he's not going to be able to chase away no matter how many times he backslides. Or mudslides, I guess, as the case may be in this situation. Now, back over in the B-plot, we check on in with Spoiler. Anarky is currently giving her the tour right now of his underground utopia, a self-sustaining city-state, complete with agriculture, irrigation, an education and outreach system backed by Leslie Tompkins, and even its very own power grid provided by Bluebird. Oh, but this is being run by a guy called Anarky after all, so you know there has to be some manner of evil, dark underbelly to all of this, and there totally is. Anarky says this is just the beginning of what he has planned for Gotham. He also majorly misreads some body signals and tries to stick his tongue down Stephanie Brown's throat. Ooh, not a good move, man. She's on the rebound, but you know, you're just not her type. Luckily, Batman is there to play Dark Knight cockblocker for these young lovers. Apparently, he's been spying on Anarky and has proof that this dude has actually been conspiring with the Victim Syndicate, building them weapons and technology that they used to come at them in the previous arc. This is more than enough proof for Stephanie Brown's Spoiler to turn on Anarky and his mad dream. They defeat the red-clad villain and depose him from power in Utopia, yet they don't actually dismantle the commune. It's too bad Steph runs off as quickly as she did, because the whole reason Batman came down her in the first place was to tell her that Tim Drake, the boy they both love dearly, is very much alive. Anarky gets himself locked up in Arkham Asylum, but he also just so happens to be right near his employer, the First Victim, who hired Anarky to clone Stephanie Brown's cell phone. Now the Victim Syndicate has unparalleled access to a ton of information about Steph and her superhero buddies as the comic winds down. So that was Detective Comics, everybody, and overall I enjoyed this issue. I think it's a lot stronger than the one that preceded it, mainly because it gives the extra focus to the much more interesting story that is Clayface. It's like halfway into writing it, James Tynion realized, hey, you know what, I don't really care about this Anarky Stephanie Brown storyline. It feels kind of flat and is only here to set up future stories, but what I really want to focus on is the deep, sad character piece of Basil Karlo, and I'm happy that he did. Overall, I'd give this one a 7.5 out of 10, and I'm definitely interested to see where this book is going to go now that our heroes are off to search for Tim Drake. So that's the comic, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, want to check out some of the other videos I've been working on my channel. Then you can follow me on social media at Cape Joel. And if you're looking for a great deal on comic books in the future, please use my book depository link down in the description. Not only will you save a bundle on shipping and handling, but you'll be able to support me and the channel at the same time, so everybody wins. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching.